Welcome to episode 85. Welcome to episode 85 of the Daily Shed. Today I was going to show you this minor key hammer-on pull-off riff that involves pulling off to an open string, and it's something that's really good for sort of nuance on the guitar, because pulling off to an open string, it can often sound really twangy and way too big compared to the note you're pulling off from. You really want it to be a very similar volume. Hello, Sharon. You really want it to be a very similar volume as you're pulling off. So this is a minor key riff that you can play on any string. I kind of like doing it on the lower strings. It's good for stretching and also just to get a real smoothness going. So you're basically going up a minor scale. I'll show you on the D string. Go up a minor scale on the D string. So open 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, sorry. Just to tell you the frets. Open string, second, third, fifth, seventh, 8th, 10th, and 12th. Okay, so and this riff, start on the second fret, and pick that, then hammer on to the third, pull off, and pull off again. So. And after picking that, it's the last note you'll pick. Just the very first note of this, just to get it going. Then after that, it's just hammering on and pulling off. Okay, and then hammer on the 3rd fret, hammer on 5th fret, pull off to the 3rd fret, slide down the 2nd, and let it go. So, actually, sorry, not slide. You just hammer on the 3rd fret, hammer on the 5th fret, pull off to the 3rd, and pull off to the open string. So from the beginning. So basically you're just hammering on your first note, hammering on the next note of the scale higher, pulling off to that previous note, and then pulling off to the open string. So, and then the next one, hammer on the 5th fret, hammer on 7th fret, pull off to the 5th fret, pull off to the open string. So now this is how it sounds so far. It sound even, and do this all the way up the scale. Again, you're just hammering on one note, hammering on the next note of the scale, pulling off to that previous note, and then pulling off to the open string. So going the whole way up. It's really good exercise because especially when you get up here, the distance between your strings and the fretboard is higher. So it's a little higher to fret, and also a little higher to pull off without sounding all twangy. You want to hammer on as solidly as you can, pull off, and then pull off in a way that's it's very reserved. Because you don't have to, when you're up this high, you don't have to pull off very strongly to sound the note. You can just pull it off a little bit. Hammering on is the main action. Pulling off, pulling off. So once again, all the way up. Plus it sounds cool. I like it. It sounds like an opening riff to some old Metallica song.